What's going on, Better Men? My name's Travis, and I'm the host of the Better Men's channel. On this channel, I'll feature advice based on biblical principles catered to men. If that sounds good, click subscribe, and let's get better together. So one of the topics of today, guys, I want to discuss No Shave November. And I think it's pretty cool to see you on Facebook with your big beards and, taking a break from shaving in November. And I'm just wanting to throw a little twist on it. So many of you guys probably have noticed, if you look real close, I'm bald. And it was really, really hard for me to accept the fact in my early 20s that I was losing my hair. I would go to Walmart, or I would go somewhere where I would see somebody I knew and they would just point it out like it was the very first thing that was the most important topic of the day, to talk about the fact that I was going bald. And I was real self-conscious, and I just absolutely hated it. So I began to wear ball caps and things like that in the morning. And so that kind of stopped the comments, because people weren't paying attention to the fact that, I was losing my hair. And in my, if you knew me when I was in my teens, I had this thick, black, shiny hair, and I always kept it combed a certain way. And I was very overly obsessed with my hair. And so, yeah, that was my kind of my curse, I guess, for being so obsessed with my appearance, at least in my hair. Anyhow, so I was wearing the ball caps and just going day to day, and I'd come in the evening and take my ball cap off, and I would see it in the mirror and just see how much worse and worse and worse it was getting. I fought this all the way through my 20s into my latter 30s, actually, like 37 years old. And I met a guy that came into my audio shop, and he was very nice to me, and we made good friends together, and he encouraged me. And it took him probably, I don't know, it probably took him a couple of months to encourage me to just bite the bullet and shave my head. I was scared to death of the idea, but one day, out of desperation and the fact that I knew that I didn't want to look like Bozo the Clown, with my hair on the sides, and nothing on top, I was going to go ahead and cut it really short. So I did. And my friend told me, he said, "No, Travis, you're going to go out in public and people are going to be like, whoa, what has happened to you? You've shaved your head." He said, don't allow that to get to you. You need to own the fact that you're bald, and you need to just own it, So that's exactly what I did. I shaved my head. I owned it. I went out in public, and yes, I did get comments and people would say things. But once I got past the comments and I began to own the look, it totally changed me. It actually gave me more self-confidence, and it made me feel better, because people began to accept me for being bald. And nowadays there's a lot of men that shave their heads just for the look of it. They might not even be going bald, but they just shave their head. And so it worked for me. And I just want to encourage you, if you are like me and a sensitive guy that is losing your hair, and that it's gonna come, and you're gonna look silly maybe with a bunch of hair on the sides and no hair on the top, go get you a razor and cut your hair. So I say in November, it is shave November. I don't care what you do with your beard, shave your head. I think you will feel so much better about it after you get used to it. It feels so good getting up and just being able to get dressed or take your shower and put some lotion on your head and get it all shiny, and get dressed and go out. And it's just changed so much for me. And I don't worry so much about what people think anymore too. So it was a lesson learned for me. It worked. Thank you, Tall Pruitt, if you see this. You're the guy that actually did this for me, and you helped make my life so much better in this area and many other areas, and I thank you for that, my friend. So guys, go get you a razor, get it done, embrace it. You'll be glad you did it. You guys have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon.